Arknights, as it is right now, we're having a problem that it might die. Like, it might die. There's no one else in this community that has more contact with all the content creators than I. I'm pretty sure about this. And this is something that I just wanted to talk about with you guys. It's actually a serious topic. Like, the main reason for what I say, or why I say this is, I had a lot of contact with Yostar and Hypergryph. Like, from all the current content creators, I'm probably the one that has ridden the most with them. And the game will probably die. But not because the game is not amazing. It will freaking die because Yostar or Hypergryph doesn't know how to freaking handle a game. Like, what is, in your opinion, the most important thing for a game? What do you think is the most important thing? Like, is it like having an amazing game? Having an amazing community? For me, what I think the most important thing is having content creators that love to play the game and promote it, right? That content on YouTube and everything. But the thing is, freaking Yostar or Hypergryph or whoever manages that doesn't give a freaking thing about it. And that's a big problem. Like, a really big problem. Like, for example, as you guys know, I was in their ads. And like Tectone, I got paid the same amount. Let me tell you the full story. So, Tectone made a video that he leaves Arknights in November 2nd. He made a video about this. And I like, yeah, that hurted me. Like, I really like Tectone. And 27 days later, I got a message from Yostar, right? And they asked me if I want to be in their ads. And that was November 28 or 26 or something. Around that. And obviously, I had 600 subscribers on YouTube. And obviously, I say yes. Obviously, right? Like, who wouldn't say yes? And, like, they didn't ask if I want money or not. I just assumed that I'm not getting money. I didn't want, like... I have 600 subscribers. I'm more grateful for the publicity I got there. And... like, the reason why I thought, like, why I accepted it and everything was mainly because I thought, like, hey, I will have a good connection with Yostar and Hypergryph and stuff. That's what I really thought that I get from being in their ads for free. But, I wrote them 2 emails and I want to do something, like a cool thing. Like, one of, like, I wrote them 2 emails. And one of them was, I want to make an interview with one of the Arknights employees. And, like, ask questions about Global that that we are interested in. For example, back then we didn't have conviction. And what I want to ask, for example, is, like, if we could ever get conviction as a character, if there's a possibility. If they could just say no, we know it's no, and we don't hope for getting it. But if we don't get an answer at all, we just don't know. And I kind of wanted to make, like, an interview about this. And I thought, like, it might be a cool idea, right? So, I wrote the person that wrote me if I want to be in their ads. I wrote the direct email. I got ignored. They didn't even say, like, no, we are not interested in it. They literally ignored me. And shouldn't the game, in my opinion, shouldn't the game have, like, somehow a connection with the content creators? Like, that's really sad in my opinion. I hate it so much. Like, they do the content creator contest. They do that. The content creator video contest. They do it well. I think they do an amazing job there. But, like, we can argue about if the contest itself is unfair. Like, that's a whole other subject. But they do at least a community thing. The video contest. If they wouldn't do this, it would be even worse. So, they do that well. It's not the best way to do it, but they do it. That's at least something. And I think that's good. I think that's really good. But, like, they had an R contest once too. When was the last R contest? When was it? When W launched, right? When freaking W launched or something. Was the last R contest. And I think they should just do more contests in general. And I mean, there's memes content creator. There's people that draw art for, like, that draw art. People that do cosplays and stuff. There's so many things they could do contests about. And let's be honest, when you participate in a contest, you don't want the best rewards, like getting real stuff in the real world. It's cool that we get like plushies and stuff in the CC video contest. That's amazing, and I'm so happy for this. But we don't need to. If you just give us like little rewards and make more contests, like cosplay contests, and like you get like, if you're the best cosplayer, the best free cosplayer, get a temple for free. Something like this would be amazing, wouldn't it? Like the Dawn contest. When was the last Dawn contest? They did that. That's good. They did that. It's just been a while since they did it again. But like that's like doing contests and keeping the community alive is for me one of the most important things. And I just don't know why they don't do it. I don't know. I really don't know that they don't do it anymore. We didn't have to see video contest for this one too. Understandable because it was so close. They rushed it for some reason, we don't know. But yeah. What else was there what I wanted to cover? Oh yes. I wrote on Discord. Like the main reason why I'm actually making now this. There's the main reason for this. I wrote on Discord a mod that if they have like a PNG of the logo, or if they can share like some of the media they have in the game, like in the banner, like the raw image without the text and stuff. And I asked if they have like a content creator kit, right? When I played Genshin, when I applied for Genshin beta tester, the first thing I got was a content creator kit with having access to all the trailers. I was allowed to use all the footage they had. I got the high quality logo in like 3 different versions, everything. Amazing. I didn't even ask for it and I got it. And I thought like, wouldn't it be cool if I have something like this for Arknights too? So what I did is like 2 weeks ago, I wrote a mod if they have something like that for content creators. And like I got a response. I did got a response. Like I can say what I am reading it out, so you guys know what I asked for, one by one. So I'm not giving you any misinformations. So the thing I wrote is, nice to meet you. I'm sorry to bother you, but I wasn't sure what the best ways to get in contact with the with an Arknights employee. I've been a content creator for a while, and I always wondered if Hypergryph has like a content creator kit with high resolution PNGs and JPEGs from the game. For example, the banner art with all the text, or just the Arknights logo. If there's something like this, that would be amazing. Like, I'm just literally asking for just the Arknights logo in a high quality. And the response I got from Yamato. Hi, G-Trace informed me of inquiry. I'm afraid such materials are not available to be distributed to content creators. That's the response I got. Like, they can't even freaking give us a high quality image of the freaking logo. The logo you see up there is a freaking logo with 480p. I'm not saying it's bad, but if you want to make some quality thumbnails and stuff, it would be already good if we have a freaking logo in high quality. Like, the logo. I'm asking for the logo. Alchemy Stars launched. The first thing I found when I looked for Alchemy Stars logo was a high quality logo. How are we not able to get this? I was in their ads for free and they can't give me they can't even give me a PNG. Not just me, I'm saying this for all the content creators. And I'm not saying anything. All I say is I talk with a lot of content creators. And there's a lot that also plan to implement a lot of horror games in their channel. Because there's not a lot in Arknights, and Yostar doesn't give us a lot of content, and they don't really help us to make content. And like, really, how, like, a PNG of their logo. Like, this is the first video I'm doing, not making for you guys. This is a video to get in contact with freaking Yostar or Hypergryph, that they hear that something like this would be amazing. I am not asking for much, or just do more community things. Like, one of the things, like the reason why I make Dakimakura art contest, I made video contest, I created the speedrunning community. I literally did that. I wrote speedrunning.com if we can have an Arknights speedrunning section, and thanks to that we have that now. And my goal is to have like the game somehow fresh, but that's not the job of a freaking content creator. Like, there's also Kaiser that did the video content stuff. I feel like the freaking content creator care about the game way more than the actual company, and that's not how it should be. And if it's like this, then they should try to help us out and maybe sponsor us like with rewards. Imagine I can make a video contest and they give me like the option that I can give like a 10 pulls away or something. Just that would be amazing. But I just hate that if Yostar doesn't care about their content creators, it will die out because content creators will keep leaving the game. Because they don't do anything. And if we have now... I'm not asking for like new skins that only we have. I don't. If you don't get KFC, I don't care. At least I want a good support. Like, that's my honest thing. I usually don't want to have serious talk. I really don't want to have serious talk on my stream. But that's just something I really want to address. Because I think if it keeps that way, Arknights will die down. It's just how it is. This is the community post I did, right? Do you play Arknights? Yes? No? Not anymore, and I want to play it. 7%. So this shows pretty well. I don't think my content is that bad, but Arknights is such a hard game to watch on YouTube if you don't play it by yourself. And that means there's not a lot of traffic and new people coming to the game. And the only way to get new people into the game is by making good ads or making collabs with other companies. That's the only way. Oh, there's other ways too, obviously. But those are the two main ways. And let's be serious. Ads, if they do it well, like recently they got better. We have animation and everything, good job there. But the collab. Can someone explain? Like, I'm happy that we get like the Rainbow Six Siege collab. That's pretty cool. But if we look from a marketing strategy wise, why? Like, can someone explain me why Rainbow Six Siege? Is there any reason for this? Like, don't get me wrong, I think that's amazing. But it's still, people that play Rainbow Six Siege don't necessarily, they will not immediately like Arknights. Because the game is so different. Either it has like this a similar genre, it's like anime or something, or it is like the gameplay is similar or something. But Rainbow Six Siege is not that similar to Arknights, and people that play Rainbow Six Siege are not gonna be like, oh wow, that's like amazing. We have to immediately play Arknights now. And it's a really good game, don't get me wrong. It's just, if they would have done a collab with like HoloLive, with Azulane, just Azulane, how expensive can that be? With Blue Archive, with any anime, I think it would be way more successful in getting new people playing the game than Rainbow Six Siege. In my opinion. You're allowed to disagree. And that's also something that I thought is, if you do collabs, it's still better than not doing any collabs, but if you do, I think maybe staying in the somehow genre is a big advantage. You get my point, right? You get my point. That it's so different, and when you see that it collabs, that it should be like, oh wow, I want to play this game too because of that. And how many people that play Rainbow Six Siege are also like anime fans and stuff, and like gacha games. Very, I mean, there's probably 10% or 5%, but like just 5 or 10%, not 50 or 60. So yeah. And yeah, that was literally everything I wanted to say. I hope you don't take this too serious. I'm not trying to make drama or anything. I just thought it's something that we should address, and something to just speak out again, that it might get better. That I feel, or many content creators feel about this. You don't know. I actually want to say this like in a podcast, so I can discuss with other content creators about this. But I'm not having a podcast yet or anything, and most of the content creators would agree with this. I'm guaranteeing you this. Like, not with exactly what I said, but I talked with some content creators, and they said like, yeah, they had similar experiences, that they don't care about the community. Do you guys also have like experiences and stuff? I really, like, I do this on stream. I didn't do this offline because I wanted to have your opinion too if you heard something. Yeah. Why do you need to fix it? They don't care about... That's the thing. It really feels like they don't care about Global. But I don't know. Because they still make the video contest, which is something. You know, this is something. They make a video contest, which is good. So it's not completely zero. But also, one thing. The one thing I always ask for. Why the hell? We have so many amazing content creators. We have TagDes that makes live 2D. That makes amazing chibi animations. Why don't you ask for a freaking anniversary stream a Kyostin? Why don't you ask a TagDes to make something really cool? we can have something amazing for the community. We have so many skilled people. And it's just a waste that they never try to get in contact and actually do something with us. Like, I haven't seen the last stream. I never heard, like, the last stream, I didn't heard that it was cringe and stuff. So I assume it wasn't that bad. But, doing something for the community. Try to get closer to it, please, Yostar. That would be amazing. That's all I'm asking for. You don't have to give me the PNGs if you just try to be more cooperative with the community in general. But that was all I wanted to say. That was what I had on my chest. That was my first literal serious video. That was the first serious video I've ever done. And it's not like, you can hear it. This is not something for drama or anything. I mean, if you try to have drama with the company, there's not a lot coming back for them anyway. So it's not really drama, but yeah. Are the ads so horrible? Never saw Arknights. The ads from Tecton were good. They had really good ads with the doctor. They had a really cool ad with the doctor. They were good. I was in their ads. They were not that good. But they were not that good because the footage they had wasn't good. Like my videos back then, fresh. Couldn't have done it better. They wanted to have someone that has a camera probably and someone that talks. And they all, like, I was probably the only person to go and ask. Understandable. And they tried to make the best of it. I sat there fine. So the ads I was in, if they weren't good, it was totally my fault, not theirs. I can't blame them on them. I had 600 subscribers. You get asked from a company to be in their ads. There's no one that would say no. Or the most people would say yes. So I take the blame on, like, that. I take the blame on me for that. I saw them and I was like, they weren't that crazy good. But after like watching it for like 5 times, then I was like, yeah, okay, they maybe weren't that amazing. But that was mine. That was my fault. Nothing to blame them. I really appreciate that they actually asked someone that wasn't big to be in their ads. So that was, I appreciated that.